Hi, I'm David Dusek, senior writer with Golfweek, Golfweek.com, as well as USA Today Sports, and I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, at the world headquarters of Ping Golf, and I've got Ryan Stokke here to talk to me about the Ping G430 irons. Ryan, what do we got here?
So this is our new game improvement iron, and it's really built on how do we get more distance, how do we lead to an even better product for the consumer. That distance iron space is tricky. It's a space where you want to deliver distance, but it needs to be really playable, and so we have a lot of key features that are going to lead to better performance and really the best distance iron that's out on the market.
So what's the number one feature that you've built into this compared, for example, with the G425 irons, which were really popular for you guys?
So with 430, it's a distance story, and there's a couple things that we did. So one is we made the material stronger, which allows us to make the face thinner. And so by thinning out the face, we've made all the impact areas thinner, hotter. We get more ball speed from that standpoint. In addition to that, we've really focused on lowering of the CG, and it's done through a couple different things. We focused on bringing the hosel height down, so the actual distance of the hosel helps bring CG down. And that was coming from a study of looking at where most impacts occur on irons. We wanted to get the CG better aligned with the majority of impacts are occurring. Sure. So from that standpoint, between the lowering of the CG as well as the thinning out of the face, now we can really maximize ball speed and get that ball speed up. This iron is going on average 7 to 8 yards further for the G consumer.
Back of the club is really wild looking.
And so with our Pure Flex design, it actually is 7 separate sections that leads to unrestricted bending. The badge, when it's one piece, can actually lead to inhibiting the bending, and it's overly stiff. And when you're talking about an iron that's really geared at getting a lot of movement, much like a metal would, we've developed this design that has 7 different locations. It's actually a carbon fiber 3-panel section in the middle. Oh, wow. Ties in with the entire G430 line with the carbon fly wrap story, as well as being lighter, and we were able to take that mass out of the center. But it's really done there so that we can get unrestricted bending, increased ball speed. If you hit it low toe, high toe, it allows that whole area to move and maximize the ball speed potential.
Talk to me a little bit about the sole configuration of an iron like this, because when you're talking about a game improvement set and you're trying to get more distance, the way the golf club works through the turf for this type of player plays a pretty critical role. Yeah,
so when we talk about the sole design, and one of the things that we did with lowering of the CG and shortening of the hosel, it actually made the overall moment of inertia, the forgiveness measurement, slightly lower, but it actually has tighter dispersion because we've helped get the CG lower and the things that we've done with the sole design. And so with this design, we've actually added a roughly 1 degree of bounce throughout the entire set. And really, we view that as insurance. When it's hitting the turf, you can take that mishit potential, and as you can lower and lower that potential, now your ability to hit good shots and repeat that good shot helps that dispersion get tighter. And so with this design, we've actually led to greater distance and tighter dispersion, which is really that playability that we want to see.
How much of that lowering of the center of gravity is in part due to the fact that this design has a very large cavity in the back of the club?
Yeah, so with this design, we take a lot of mass out from the inside, the lowering of the hosel, as well as how we utilize our high-density toe screw and tip weight within the hosel. All of those things, it's not just one element, they're all helping with that same mission and pulling that together. Roughly 50 thou lower CG within the entire set, and it's a big part of getting that CG better aligned with where impacts are occurring.
So if you're going to be in the market for a new set of game improvement irons in 2023, talk to a good custom fitter about the Ping G430 irons.